All right, week 7, we've got our second exam. So if you look, there's not that much we have to do, but it's all really important. So let's run through that real quick. Exam 2 is going to be the time that we meet this week. So Group A, you'll come in on Tuesday, 23rd. Group B, you'll come in on Thursday, 25th. Now listen, up until that point, I want you studying for the test, all right? So don't worry about anything below this until you've taken the test and until it's out of the way, all right? Study. Remember, you got a study guide. That study guide is not a list of test questions, but it's an outline of all the topics that we've covered that can be on the test. So if you study it, and as long as you go through all those topics and you feel like you understand them pretty well, there should not be anything on the test that throws you off. If you do that, you're kind of looking at an outline of everything that we've covered. So look at that. If you have any questions up until the test, let me know. Like Group A, you've got till Tuesday. So if you're watching this on a Sunday, Monday, you've got time to study. And if there's something you're still kind of fuzzy on, let me know before the test, all right? Group B, you got till Thursday. So take advantage of that study and reach out if you've got any questions, all right? Now, the test it's going to be really similar to our first exam. It's going to be multiple choice, 60 to maybe 65 or so questions. And it will all be multiple choice. Might be a little bit of matching, but it should be almost all multiple choice. It'll all be stuff that you bubble in on a Scantron. I will make a bonus page too. Might not have as many questions as the last one did, but it'll still be stuff that we covered in these chapters. And if you know the answers, you can write it out and you'll get a bonus point if you get those right. Okay. After the test, we're going to switch over, and we don't have a lab this week, so we're going to start looking at material for the next exam. You need to watch the lecture video for chapter 6, excuse me, which is on metabolism. And then like the subtitle, I guess, is energy and enzymes. So this whole chapter is going to be dealing with how your cells make energy, how they use energy, and how they go through different reactions. All right. Chapter 6 is just about metabolism in general. Next week, you're going to have 2 lectures to watch. One is on photosynthesis and one is on cell respiration. So photosynthesis and cellular respiration, those are examples of metabolic reactions. So if you'll understand this week, it's going to make it easier for you next week. All right. Review quiz is Sunday the 28th for chapter 6. That's not a super long chapter. So just whenever you get done with the test, make sure that you watch that and that you take the review quiz by Sunday. All right. Let me give you just a little bit of a heads up for next week. We'll have a lab. We're going to do a lab on diffusion and osmosis. It's just the way that this semester worked out with the schedule. We had to, we're having to take the test on diffusion and osmosis before we do that lab. Just they're having to do hybrid and split up. We kind of had to do it that way. But that's what we'll do next week. And for the lectures, you're going to watch chapters 7 and 8 next week. That sounds like a lot, but both of those chapters are actually really short. One of them, I think chapter 7 is maybe an hour and 15 minutes or so, hour 30. The second one is less than an hour. Chapter 8 is less than an hour. So even though that's 2 chapters, it's not going to take a ton of time for you to go through that. Just make sure chapter 6, 7, and 8, that when you're watching those and you're studying them, you're taking them really good notes. Because our next exam, it's not next week, but it's the week after that. There's a really quick turnaround between exam 2 and 3. So I know it's tempting to take a test and then say, all right, I'm going to check out for a week or so, and then I'll try to start studying again. But exam 3 is coming pretty soon after this one. So I just wanted to give you a heads up. If you have any questions when you're studying, if you're preparing for exam 2, really send me a message. Call me if it's during my office hours. Let me know, and I'll be glad to help you out with anything. All right. Thanks.